Hello, my dear children, and welcome back. I know, exams are coming, tension is in the air. Many of you told me this chapter feels a little difficult. But you know what I say? Don't worry when I am here. Today, we're going to make this chapter so easy, it will feel like watching a movie. Ready? Chalo, let's start.
First, let me introduce you to our hero for today. This little guy is Chhotu. He's just a tiny seed, but he has a huge, massive dream. He looks up at those big, strong trees and he just wonders, how does that happen? How does this tiny thing buried under the soil turn into this gigantic tree that gives us shade and fruit? What's the secret? Well, that's the magical story we're going to uncover today. Okay, so for Chhotu to start his big journey, the first thing he needs to do is, grow. And to do that, he has some amazing secret superpowers. Let's find out what they are. His first and most basic superpower is growth. Simple, right? But what is growth really? It's a permanent increase in size. And the key word here is permanent. It's irreversible. Once you grow taller, you can't just shrink back, can you? It's a one-way ticket to getting bigger. So, where is the magic happening? Well, plants have special growth factories called meristems. There's one right at the tip-top of the shoot. That's the shoot apical meristem, pushing the plant up towards the sun. And there's one at the very tip of the root apical meristem, pushing it down into the soil. Because of these, plants can keep growing their whole life. It's called an open form of growth. How cool is that? And every little cell goes through a 3-step training program. Step 1, the meristematic phase. This is where new cells are born. Think of it as a recruitment drive. Step 2, elongation. The new cells stretch out, they get bigger. And finally, step 3, maturation. This is when the cell gets its final ID card and its permanent job.
Now, Chhotu can grow in 2 styles. First, there's arithmetic growth. It's kind of slow and steady. Imagine you get 1 new Instagram follower every day. Nice, but slow. Then, there's geometric growth. This is when you go viral. Every new cell divides and the growth just explodes. It's like your reel suddenly gets lakhs of views overnight. Super fast.
And you can see the difference right here. Look, on the left, arithmetic growth is just a straight line, steady. But look on the right, that famous S-shaped curve is geometric growth. It starts slow, that's the lag phase. Then, whoosh, it shoots up in the log phase, that's the viral part, and then it slows down and becomes stable in the stationary phase. Most living things, including us, grow this way. Okay, so Chhotu is growing like crazy. He has a whole army of new cells. But what do? You can't just have a crowd, right? Every cell needs a job. It's time for them to go from being a newbie to a specialist. And this process is called differentiation. Just think of it like choosing a career. One cell decides, I'm going to be a leaf cell. Another says, I'll be a root cell. But here's a fun twist. Sometimes a cell can quit its job and start dividing again. That's called dedifferentiation, like going back to college. And if its new cells then pick a new career, that's redifferentiation. Simple, Hannah. But wait a minute. Who's in charge of all this? Who is the director of this whole movie? Who tells Chhotu what to do? Well, he has a secret team of managers, or mentors. We call them plant growth regulators, or PGRs. These are the plant's hormone. Now, this team has 2 sides. You have the promoters. They are the go guys, auxins, gibberellins, and cytokinins. Then you have the inhibitors, who are the stop, wait, be careful guys, mainly abscisic acid. And then you have ethylene. He's a little confused. Sometimes he promotes, sometimes he inhibits. Let's meet them properly. First up, meet the big boss of the team, Auxin. He's the growth guru. He's usually at the very top of the plant, telling it to grow taller and taller. He's also the one you call when you want a stem cutting to grow new roots or to stop young fruits from falling off the tree. He's a very important guy. And being the boss, he has this one very bossy habit called apical dominance. See, as long as Auxin is present at the top, he won't let the side branches grow. He's like, I am the only one who can grow here. But look what happens when we snip the top off. We call it decapitation. Suddenly, the side branches are free and they start growing. This is the exact trick that gardeners use in tea plantations to make the plants super bushy. So, time for a quick question for you, my smart student. Let's say you have a money plant at home, and it's just growing tall and thin. You want it to be all nice and bushy. What do? Come on, think about the bossy Auxin. Exactly. You got it. You just snip the top. The moment you do that, you fire the bossy Auxin, and the side buds are free to grow out, and your plant becomes lovely and bushy. See? Biology is so useful in real life. All right, next member of the team, Gibberellin. Think of him as the stretcher. His main job is to increase the length of the stem, and this is a huge deal for sugarcane farmers. He also helps make fruits like apples and grapes bigger, and in plants like cabbage, he causes bolting. That's a sudden growth spurt right before flowering. And just look at the power of this stretcher. By spraying Gibberellin on a sugarcane field, farmers can increase the stem length so much that they get up to 20 tons more sugarcane from every acre. 20 tons. That means lakhs and lakhs of extra rupees. Amazing, right? Now let's meet Cytokinin. This one is the supercell divider. His name itself tells you his job. Kinesis means division. So his main job is to make more and more cells. He helps create new leaves and shoots. But his most famous job? He's like an anti-aging cream for the plant. He delays the aging of leaves, keeping them green for longer. And now for the celebrity of the group, Ethylene. He's special because he is a gas. You've definitely seen him in action. You know how your mommy sometimes puts a ripe banana with some unripe mangoes to make them ripen faster? That's ethylene gas from the banana doing its magic. He is the master fruit ripener. And finally, we have abscisic acid, or ABA. He is the plant's stress coach. When things get tough, like there's a drought and no water, ABA steps in. He immediately tells the stomata, the tiny pores on the leaves, to shut down to save water. He also tells seeds, hey, don't germinate now, it's not a good time. He's the ultimate protector. Phew, what a team, right? Now you know all the secret mentors. So I think it's time for the most important part, a super fast, rapid-fire revision round to lock all this in your brain for the exam. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, let's go. If you want to quickly ripen a fruit, you use... Come on, ethylene, brilliant. To make a twig grow roots, you need the boss? Auxin, perfect. To use an anti-aging cream on leaves, you need cytokinin. To make a cabbage plant bolt, you call the stretcher Gibberellin. And to close the stomata during stress, you need the coach, abscisic acid. Fantastic. See? You know everything. And just like that, we finished the whole chapter. Our hero Chhotu's journey is complete. But I'll leave you with one last question to think about. Out of all these amazing hormones, which one do you think is the most important for a plant to survive? Is it the boss, the stretcher, or the protector? There's no one right answer. It's just some food for thought. All the very best for your exams, my dear students. You are going to be absolutely amazing. Just relax, you've got this. Bye for now.